Oh, hello, you lot. Here we go. And a huge welcome back to, Championship football. And this is where it gets really tasty, doesn't it? We are in the running, 8 games to go, and we are back immediately with one of the teams in contention for the title. Automatic promotion in the Championship. Sheffield United going up against Coventry. Early apologies here. You can hear the voice. It's kind of back. We'll see how we go with a 2.5 hour watch along tonight. That will put it through its paces. But this is just where the Championship gets absolutely brilliant. And we have something on each and every single game, every round we go. Tonight with round 39. And then I think, if I remember correctly, 3-game week, Bosch. So that takes us up 40, 41, 42. Easter, 43, 44. And then there's just 2 to go. And we are all done for the 24-25 season. Absolutely flown by, hasn't it? Welcome along, everybody. Really pleased to be spending the evening with you. Like, we haven't had a watch along for a while with the international break and some work commitments and whatnot. Should we say some hellos first? Who we got here? Jeff, Lee, Eugene, Daryl, Mark, Kelly, Kieran, Liam with his Michael Doyle derby. Nice, Charlie. Welcome. Planet Ball. It's not Kodu. Richard, excellent. A return to normal football. It's no normal. Welcome to you, fella. Dempsey Doe. Welcome, Fernie. We are all good this end. Business end of the season. And should we do some business straight away? Let's hit you with a like spike straight off. We've got a few targets to hit tonight, but we always try and get ourselves up towards 50 likes before these games kick off. So you've got 11 seconds. Give me that endorsement. Give me that thumbs up. Where are we at the moment? Let me click my iPad down here. Oh, 26. That's a good start. Let's see if we can bump that up. Like spike time. Away you go. 11 seconds. Good stuff, you lot. Thank you so much for the support. And we have a super chat target tonight. We hit it last time. 5 super chats is what we're going for. We have got a 2-hour time limit on that one. Any color super chat will do it. You were super supportive. And there you go. There's the first one of the night. Amazing. Lee, one of our Coventry friends in the chat there, $4.99 on super chat. Thank you, Lee. That is 1 down, 4 to go. Thank you so much, Lee. Thank you, everybody, for your support. 5 super chats to hit the target. It says I'll celebrate like Fabrizio Ravanelli, but there's nothing on underneath this shirt that would involve you seeing my bare chest. Nobody wants to see that, least of all on a Friday night to start their weekend. So, guys, I mean, you tell me how it goes here. I'm looking at this table. 80 points Leeds, 80 points Sheffield United, Burnley 78, 8 games to play. Even 4 wins for any of the sides takes us to 90, 92, 92. Surely 5 wins would get you promoted, wouldn't it? Surely if you Leeds, Burnley, Sheffield United, and you win 5 of these games, 95, 95, 93, surely you're up. I've got Daniel Farker's words ringing in my ears from last season. It is so hard to win games this late in the season. Maybe it won't be 5 wins. Maybe it will be 4. Can you win 4 of your last 8? That is where we are. Ian, absolute hero. Thank you so much, Ian, one of our Norwich friends there in the chat. We have 2 super chats out of 5. Thank you, guys, so much. We are on course to hit that target. Oh, my God, they're dropping like bombs. Thank you so much. Hector, another of our Coventry fans as well in there. Oh, my goodness me. I think we're going to make it within about 5 minutes of the show. Charlie, do you think Reading will get expelled? No, I don't, Charlie, and I sincerely hope they won't. But the EFL have turned the screw on Dai Young there. Let me just say a big thank you to our super chatters. We've nearly made the target after 6 minutes of the stream, and we've got a 2-hour limit. Lee, you're a legend. Ian, you're a legend. Hector, you're a legend. Charlie, you are. And I think we're there because Mark, unbelievable. One of our Forest friends, Mark. Really appreciate all of your videos, watch alongs, collabs with Mikey and Matt SB. Thank you, guys. We have made the goal in 6 minutes of the stream. You are the greatest audience on YouTube. We've even got another one there. Dave, absolute legend. I love you all. You can stop super chatting now. We have made the target. Thank you so, so much. Let me just run them all by one more time. Legendary six-a-side team here. Lee, Ian, Hector, Charlie, Mark, and Dave. Thank you so, so much. By the way, we'll talk a bit more about Charlie's comment and we'll talk a bit more about Reading when we get a minute. And just to say, support Matt. He is at this game tonight, so I'm sure there'll be a vlog tonight from the great Matt SB. Right. Shall we do team news, guys? Thank you so, so much. I'm so chuffed about that we've hit the super chat target already. It means I can shut up, plug in interactions and whatnot. It is important that we can bring some money in on the channel. This will always be free, but if you can support, then you are utter heroes, and I appreciate it. Right, get in team news now, guys. I need to know who your potential match winners are and who you are looking forward to seeing. Here are your lineups for Sheffield United versus Coventry. Before we get to teams, we've got to say thank you to the gorgeous, wonderful, magnificent Kelly. Look at that. 5 Benjamin Bloom memberships gifted in the chat. I think they go out randomly, and you'll know that is not the first time Kelly has gone in with the memberships as well. Thank you so, so much, Kelly. Really, really, really do appreciate your support. Thank you, everyone. Let's call it there. We don't need any more super chats or donations now. You can if you want, but we have hit our target well and truly. So yeah, huge thank you to everyone, and thank you there, Kelly, as well. If you're lucky enough to get one of those memberships, you'll get that lovely symbol there after your name. We've got plenty of them in there. You can get early access to videos, get your comments all the way up at the top as well. Fan bloody tastic. Am I the only member? Richard, you're an honorary member after all the help you've given our channel. Let me just say hello to Paul as well in the chat. I'm okay, mate. My voice was not here at all on Tuesday. If you watched the League One show with Matt, really couldn't speak. It's a good thing he was hosting, to be honest. Really, really struggling then. But I'm good now. Right, team news. Here we go. There is your foot mob projection for this one. The brilliant Mike Cooper in goal for Sheffield United. He always turns up in these big games, doesn't he, Cooper? Sariki and Burrows are the fullbacks. I think they'd hoped that would have been Harry Clark finishing the season, but he's coming on loan and then got injured. Ahmed Hodzic and Robinson in at centre halves. Chowdhury and Peck. You would have thought it was going to be Suter and Arblas. They're in there, but injuries are what they are. And one of our favourite players for Sheffield United on the watch-alongs this season, Vinny Souza, is not in the starting 11. He's been brilliant for Sheffield United. He is not starting this game. I've got players in the tunnel here. I need to hurry up, don't I? Ben Brereton, Diaz down the right, Gus Harmer starting down the left against his former team. Rhian Brewster in the 10. I assume they'll line up like that. That looks correct to me. No Callum O'Hare in the starting 11 here. How about that? Did not foresee that one coming. Down the middle, Ty Reese Campbell, which leaves us on the bench for the Blades. Davies, Gilchrist, Holding, McCallum, Brooks. It's a bit of power here. Listen to these last 4. O'Hare, Raksaki, Moore, Cannon. Let me just say that for 4 subs if the game's level. O'Hare, Raksaki, Moore, Cannon. And if this league gets silly, Draws ain't going to work for Chris Wilder and Daniel Farker and Scott Parker. So you might need to see Chris Wilder throwing the chips in and gambling tonight if that game is level. We think 5 wins will definitely do it. But if nobody falls over, someone's going to fall over. If nobody falls over this season, will 5 wins do it? Surely it will. And Sheffield United looking for the first of those tonight. Coventry City, Dovin in goal. Van Evik, Bidwell, Thomas, and Binks across the back. Look out for Thomas from the set plays. He has scored quite a few vital goals, actually, for Cov. I think most of them at the CBS, though. In midfield, really like that 3. Look at that. The captain is Jamie Allen. Matt Grimes, who probably would be the captain if he hadn't only just arrived. He's a proper influential player, isn't he? And Victor Torp, who you might see get a little bit further forward. He scored a couple of goals on his return. I can't remember who that was against. Who did Torp score twice again? Someone will remind me in the chat. Never mind scoring twice, though, because Hadji Wright scored 3 times in the last game against Sunderland, the first of 3 tricky looking games for Coventry. But Coventry have been bang in form, 10 wins in 12. Ephron Mason Clark, Sam Parkin bloody loves him on What the EFL and the Championship check-in podcast with me. And Sakamoto, what's his first name? Tatsuhiro Sakamoto, proper tricky wide player there. Great first touch, great close control. Right, I've got loads of comments, but I'm running really slow here. I think we might. Well, first of all, we need to say thank you to Liking Trash. Legend, thank you so much. He's gifted a Benjamin Bloom membership. He's not even a member himself there. Could have taken it yourself. Thank you so much. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you. Loads of support tonight. You really don't need to donate anymore. We've hit our targets already. If you can, that's very, very kind, but you don't need to. What we do need to do, guys, and I'm going to warn you in advance, I'm not going to be able to read these. We're just going to put them up on the screen. I need predictions from you lot now, and I need as many of them as you can. Get me your score predictions in. I went 2-1 Sheffield United. Sam Parkin went 2-2. He had the Blades dropping points in game 1 of the final 8. I need your predictions. You got 24 seconds. I don't need to be smart. Don't need to be clever. Don't need to be funny. Don't need to be sarcastic. Just put the scoreline you think it's going to be on the screen. I'm going to be able to click them up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to read them all out because I'm waffling on. Now, predictions time, go. Right, guys, I'm so sorry. The players are in the huddles. Put your predictions in and I'll click them up on the screen. I won't be able to read them. I am so sorry. It's my own stupid fault. Where am I going to start? Here. There we go, Anthony, Lee. I'll shout your names out there. Kodu, Zippy, Lola, Hector, Charlie, Connor, Damsido, Daryl, more Cowbell, Rich, Kieran, Jamie, Ian, Paul, Jeff, Liam. I think we put that one up already. We're about to kick off. I'm so sorry. Let me click through all of these. Stephen, David. We have kicked off. Christopher. I think that's a 2-0 there, Daryl. James, mind blown. Mark, nil effing nil. Someone has to do it, don't they? Well done. Dempsey, Doe. Right, I'm going to click through all of these. The game has kicked off. My bad. I'm so sorry. I got behind. Planet Ball, Kodu, Loomzand, Dave, Wayne, back of the net. Nice one. Ashley, have we got everyone's prediction up on the screen now? Thank you so much. It is Sheffield United versus Coventry. And you get your predictions in on what point my vocal cords are going to blow out. It's a little bit tired, isn't it? It's a little bit Brian Johnston. It's a little bit Bonnie Tyler for the time being. Let's stick Jay's prediction up there. I also need to get the blooming clock up. Come on, Ben. Professionalism is, and that is, can we hit the minute mark, I wonder? I think we can. Right, let's see. Now then. Oh, man. I'm having a nightmare with this tech, aren't I? Apologies, guys. We're going to get into the game. We're into the box, actually. Here's Sheffield United. Campbell with Thomas down the left. Blocked out, cleared by Van Evik. I'm scrambling, guys. Right, how do I do this? Present, share screen. Dun. First half, watch along timer. And that should appear any second, you lot. But look at that. We've got a picture of John Bon Jovi, Brian May, and Bubba Ray Dudley from the Dudley Boys in my YouTube shorts. There we go. Must have been watching too many Queen, Bon Jovi, and WWF videos. How about that? Right, we're good to go. It's only taken me 2 minutes to get with the program. Jack Robinson's got it at the back for Sheffield United. It's played around and about and back to Mike Cooper. I believe in you, Rich. We managed to start the commentary after 2 minutes. We did okay, didn't we? Yeah, you can stick your first goal scorer shouts in. Actually, we did have a word with oh God, who are the beer sponsors again? I can't even remember who they were. Who were our beer sponsors we had for ages? Oh my God, the beer company. Come on. They said they were going to come back for the playoffs. They're not going to come back if they hear me forgetting the name. Beer 52. I remembered. You don't have to write it in. Yeah, thank you, Lee. Dovin, not a great kick out. And the ball is going to be with Sheffield United for a restart. Yeah, get your first goal scorer shouts in. Someone will get it right, won't they? We had to give away a lot of beer for you lot getting those right. Hey, happy days. Hoofed down the line there by Jar Jar Binks. Headed away by Sariki, who tries to pick it up. Torp gets his foot in. Oh, God, who is it I always get Torp mixed up with? Eccles, isn't it? Oh, he's not playing. Happy days. Get your first goal scorer predictions in. I like these. There we go. Get him in there. Sorry, yeah, Charlie, to your point on Reading, I think it'll be okay. I did hear the idea that it might be a suspension rather than an expulsion if it does go the distance there. But yeah, let's just hope get it sorted out. Another not great kick by Dovin. He's worth pressing. Liking Trash, you are a wonderfully kind person. Thank you so much for the super chats. We've already hit the target of 5. If you're worried about the target in there, we've got that. Gus Harmer placed that out to Tyrese Campbell. But thank you so much. Liking Trash. I reckon Coventry would dominate the game statistically, but Sheffield United win this 1-0. They love to win by a single goal, don't they? Sheffield United, 15 times in the EFL this season, they have won by a single goal. A winning machine. People get a bit triggered by that. Oh, they always win by 1 goal. Don't. Sign of a good team, I'm afraid. Campbell was just a little bit late on Grimes there. Ball bouncing up. Didn't look much in it, but Grimes won the free kick. Grimes feeds that down the line nicely. Wright gets his first touch. Bidwell. Wright. Should be quite a fluid front three, shouldn't it? They should all be able to drop out wide and go central. Mason Clark, Wright, and Sakamoto. Grimes again, quarterback position. Bit of a hospital ball there into Torp, bounces back. And Coventry are just getting a bit of a feel of the ball. Remember, though, Sheffield United, clever old team, aren't they? They did the Bristol City game and they were happy without the ball. I know you're going to turn around in the comments and say, yeah, they didn't win that game, Ben. But they played a bit of a different tactic, a bit of a sit and spring kind of idea. Maybe they're going to do that. To be fair, it was an injury time equaliser was the only thing that was going to stop them. Where was that one about favorite? Go on then. Favorite Queen song. My favorite Queen song will probably be really nerdy. I like Nevermore from Queen 2. Is it from Queen 2 or Queen? Someone will tell me. There's no living in my life evermore. I can't sing. I've got no voice. Come send me to the battle nevermore. When you say you didn't love me anymore. Nevermore. What a song. That's just me trying to be edgy and not naming one of the obvious monster hits. I tell you what I love, Hammer to Fall at Wembley with Freddie and the Betty Boo get up. What's my opinion on Leeds' 14% hike on season tickets? 14% don't sound very fun, David, does it? But it's hard to get a season ticket at Leeds. They've got a captive audience there. They know they'll pay it. Tomorrow's the year's anniversary. Blackburn nil. God, that was quick, wasn't it? Sarmiento Day. Happy days. I'll take you to the Seven Seas ride. Show must go on. Check out my mate Ollie Ride, who's a great artist doing a cover of Show Must Go On YouTube. Outstanding. Campbell down the left-hand side. He's got behind Van Evic crossed in low, arriving at the back of the box. Rhian Brewster. I think Bidwell blocked it. Chance that was, wasn't it? They'd all kind of backed off a little bit, hadn't they? The Blades Coventry defence there. Brewster couldn't find his way through the gap. Camera's gone on Bidwell, so I think it was he who made the block. How did they get in here? Is he onside? Is someone playing him on in the middle there? Binks, I think. It's a cut back. That's a decent... He needs to get that to Dovin's left, doesn't he? Brewster comes in left-footed. Not a great strike down the middle of the goal. If that is to the keeper's left, I think he scores there, doesn't he? Best chance of the game goes to Sheffield United. Oh, now here's a nice little opening down the right-hand side. Van Evic puts the cross in low. Sariki, well played on the cover from right back, just tucking in. Sakamoto's got it back down the right-hand side. Good start to this one. Chances coming early on. Rhian Brewster there. Could he have found the corner? Sakamoto, Grimes into Torp. It's given away. And a hulking challenge there by Bobby Thomas on Hamza Chowdhury. Hamza. Off to watch Stevie Wonder this year. Happy days, Robert. That should be brilliant. Road Warriors over Dudley Boys. Who did I like? Who was Owen Hart with? Where he used to wear the baggy trousers. High energy. Who was he with? Wasn't Coco Beware? No, he wouldn't have been moving that fast. Who was that with? Was it Owen Hart and somebody else? I used to love them when I was a kid. They're called High Energy. Season ticket holder, 536 quid. If it's Premier League football, I don't know. You get less games, don't you? Fewer games in the Premier League. Kodu off to watch Watford tomorrow. Who's it? Watford Plymouth tomorrow. Best of luck. Ahmed Hodzic. This is the worst thing about having a garage office. There is a spider crawling down the screen of my monitor here. Brewster, who had the best chance so far. Oh, clumsy from Sariki. It's out for a throw-in. I haven't got the throat to do a mill, so try. Let's do a quiet one. Mill. No guts behind it, was there? Dive in. Biggs charged down. The distribution out from the back is sketchy so far. Binks there yelling at Dovin as well, who's had 3 now, kind of, what's the word? Indecisive moments there. Campbell's kind of running all over him every time he gets it at the back. Chowdhury pings that one down the line. Binks heads it out. Blades throwing. Bit of territory for Sheffield United. Was it Scotty too? I don't know, Alexander. This is really maybe late 80s, early 90s. Am I not remembering that? Oh yeah, well, okay, yeah, it was Coco Beware. There you go. Yeah, they were my guys when I was like 9 years old. In comes a long throw-in, big header out by Thomas. Shirt pull there, I guess, from Ahmed Hodzic. And it's going to be a free kick to Coventry. That's a shout. Look at that. Saw Queen and Mott the Hoople in 1973. Absolute tremendous. Yes, FA Cup quarterfinals this weekend. And I never want to be negative or against any one club, but I'd love Man City not to win. So we're guaranteed an interesting winner of the FA Cup. That'd be tremendous, wouldn't it? Hey? Liam off to Cardiff tomorrow. Oof. It's a long way. Campbell tries to gather that. Binks clears. No time in central midfield whatsoever. Absolutely turning to dust, isn't it? There. Harmer goes down. I thought there might have been a foul there, but he just hopped straight back up. Sakamoto's got it down the right. Sakamoto pings it in early, looking for right. Too much on it. Burrows. Robinson, nice feed. Peck, first time we mentioned him, which probably suggests what I was saying, that ball's not sticking in central midfield. It's very, very pacey in there with Grimes and Allen and Torp and Peck and Chowdhury. You would say Sheffield United probably outnumbered a little bit in there, so it's probably in their interest to miss it out for now until they can get a bit of a stranglehold on possession, which they don't have. 57% in Coventry's favour. Sariki on Mason Clark. Free kick, Coventry. Back home, it goes to Dovin. Right, let's see what his distribution's like this time. Little side footer out to Thomas. That'll go down as a pass completed, and then Thomas boots it down into the channel. Easy for Ahmed Hodzic. Well, actually, Wright's done well. Actually, Wright's done really well there. He made him play it. And it's out for a throw-in to the Sky Blues. Good bit of forward defending. What's that great Joe Royal quote? Best defender I ever saw, Ian Rush. Would be great if City lose, especially if, like Mark, your team Forest are still in there. Big chance of winning it then. In goes the throw in long. Big header away. It's Brewster actually headed that out. Van Eyck drives the cross in. Hoiked clear by Harrison Burrows. Plymouth and Norwich 3 days apart, mate. Liam's going to have 46 out of 46. That's blooming impressive. Anyone going to do a full set? I've got to admit, with a 3-year-old kid and money being what it is, I'm nowhere near anymore these days. I got pretty close in, what was McCarthy's last season at Ipswich? 17-18. But, yeah, man, it's hard now. I almost get my money come in and just give it straight to the childminder. Bless her, she takes all of it. Will I get to Ellen Road this season, Paul? Unlikely. Oh, fed into the back stick Was Mason Clark onside then? I think the flag went up, didn't it? Yeah, he's well off, isn't he? Didn't manage to steer the ball into the back of the net. Didn't quite hold his run. The required amount there. Efron, Mason Clark. But they snapped out, and you probably have Coventry down as trying to, dominate possession in this one. But they've been fairly nippy on the attack, haven't they? They moved it forward nice and quickly a couple of occasions, especially down that right-hand side with Van Evick. Here comes Harmer for Sheffield United, beats his man. Out comes a yellow card, surely, for Bobby Thomas. Crude foul there. Is that referee Langford? Pulls the yellow out. Great play by Harmer. Coventry players know how good he is. But actually, Bobby Thomas might not. Their paths wouldn't have crossed, would they? He arrived last season after Harmer had left. Absolutely skinned him all ends up there, didn't he? Brilliant break by Harmer. Free kick for the Blades. Who's over this? Burrows left-footed. Brewster and Harmer. I'd imagine Harmer's going to pull rank and take this one. Lots of discussion going on. Nice to have the option of the left footer there in Harrison Burrows. Brewster steps away. So it'll be Burrows or Harmer. My money's on Harmer. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Referee Langford blows. It is referee Langford tonight. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Harmer steps up right foot, swings it over the wall. What? A strike by Gus Harmer. He doesn't want to celebrate it because he used to play for Coventry, but he damn well should because he has smashed in a brilliant free kick into the top corner. What a goal. We are back in the Championship running, and Gus Harmer has set the tone by whacking in a brilliant free kick into the top corner. It is Sheffield United 1, Coventry 0. Brilliant, brilliant goal from Harmer. Wow. It comes outside in. I know a few of you are going to question the keeper on that because his hand is behind it and it looks like he could save it. It's a great free kick. Let me just say that first. Whatever you say about the keeper, it's a great free kick. It's outside of the post to in. It's pretty much in the top corner. Nice amount of pace. So I'm saying it here. Whatever you say about the keeper, it's a great free kick. His hand does seem to be there, and it feels like a strong hand saves that. So I don't want to be that negative, edgy, where you find a mistake in everything and you can't find any joy in any goal. But, well, you let me know your thoughts on the keeper there. Maybe he's not helped by the camera angle. We got the is it a drone or is it on the strings or whatever? It might be a hard cam from the other stand. Directly behind Harmer, so it looks easier to save maybe than it is. Let me know your thoughts, but the ball ends up in the net. I'll go to comments in a sec because we've got a Coventry free kick. The opposite end, which I think Grimes is going to swing, and he's got his arm up, left-footed, swing out. Interesting setup from Coventry. They're 4-on-1 on the back stick. In it goes. Binks gets up, heads it out. It's going to be a goal kick. Let's go to some comments. Nice finish. Absolutely. What a free kick. Can't hate on that. Beckham like that. Poor keeping that bench. Brilliant technique. Made in Coventry. Right, here we go. There's another look now. 1, 2, 3 steps. I think he should save it, shouldn't he? His dive's fine. If it's in the postage stamp and it's right in the top corner, you just hold your hands up and say for the keeper. The problem I've got is he does all of it right and his hand's behind the ball, and then it's just a blooming fish hand, isn't it? It just flops into the goal. So, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. I think it's a great strike. I think the pace and the direction from it's a long way out as well, but I'm not sure on the keeper. Keeper will know he should have done better there. Harmer starts outside the goal. Keeper almost there. Yeah, I agree with that, Rich. It's kind of like having got there. If he'd not taken the first step and it had just gone in clean, we'd all be saying great free kick. But meh. Muric would have caught it. There you go. I said get it on target and the keeper will struggle. Great strike. Harmer, the scorer. Sean! Absolute legend. €5 on the super chat there. Thanks so much, Sean. Should have caught it. Great strike, but was savable. Yeah, I think we're in two things can be true territory here, aren't we? I think it was a good strike and it wasn't a great bit of goalkeeping. We'll see what Joby and George Boateng and Michael Brown say at half time. But, I'm 50-50. When I first saw it, I'm like, what a goal, because it was so far out and bending inwards. But I just wonder, having got across and got his hand behind it, strengthen that wrist up, fella. Make the save. Easier said than done. I know. But it's all elementary, my dear watchers, because it is Sheffield United 1, Coventry 0, which means Sheffield United are moving to 83 points. This will be a 26th win of the season. And the pressure goes on. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Guys, from this last 8, are you saying 4 wins? Are you saying 5? If the pressure goes on immediately in this game, we know there'll be a weekend where they all lose out of nowhere. It just always happens in the run-in. Melier would still be standing now. I want to say Steve Agrizovic would save it. There you go. Obviously wasn't... Well, sorry, Phil. That's a bit of a silly comment. So you're saying every goal that goes in wasn't savable because it ended in a goal. I'm not with your logic there, fella, at all. I'll give the goalkeeper the benefit of the doubt and say the pace was more than he expected. There you go. Can't see Coventry getting anything now. Goal in League 2 as well, Robert. Yeah, Tranmere 1 up against Cheltenham. Kelsey, Cov to win 2-1. There you go. I wonder whether there's a little Leeds tint in that, if Jakey might be behind that one, Kelsey. Here is Torp. They've won it back off Sariki there. Bidwell looked offside there. Flag doesn't go up. Cross is blocked anyway. Nice little ball inside. Mason Clark. Mason Clark looks for the give and go. Torp hits the shot over the crossbar. 5 wins. I mean, surely it's so difficult because when you look at 5 wins, and that will be 95 for Sheffield United and Leeds, you think they can't not get promoted. When you look at it as 95, it seems impossible that it won't be enough. But then when you look at it as 5 wins in 8, you think everyone should be able to do that. I know Sheffield United and Burnley play each other. There you go. If the keeper saves it, he was standing too close to his wall. Yeah, and then we're all having a go at him, Terry, if he gets done on the other side. Or if he's worried about clattering into the post, can you imagine Andy Gray on that? He'd say utter woke nonsense, wouldn't he? You've got to take the hit off the post, Rich. Where's that utter woke nonsense Sean Dyche gif we need for that? You've got to dive into the post if you're a keeper. They're mad enough to do that, aren't they? 1-0, Sheffield United, Gus Harmer. By the way, can I get on my soapbox? Celebrate the goal, man. Come on. What's all this? You were brilliant for Coventry, but you left. And you're paid by Sheffield United to score goals. And you did. Celebrate. Just my take. Each to their own, though. Or even if you're not going to celebrate, don't do the I'm not celebrating celebration. Just don't celebrate. Just run back, shake hands, like Billy Bremner would have done for Leeds, right? Oh, here comes a counter for Sheffield United. Tyrese Campbell, can he switch that? Brereton Diaz is over. Oh, he can control it. If he did, he's got a shot at goal from an angle from probably 10 yards there, Diaz. Oof. Cross comes in right-footed, blocked out. Yeah. Every goal is unsavable, cried Massimo Taibbi. We think, Alex, who said that? It was Phil earlier, wasn't it? That may be the greatest example of confirmation bias I've ever seen. If it's a goal, therefore, it wasn't savable. Anyway, all opinions allowed. Christopher, you don't mind me calling you Chris, do you? Am I doing what for Plymouth tomorrow? I am not, and you'll be very pleased. Because I'm going to see my father and my mother ahead for Mother's Day. You probably know my mother has got really bad dementia, bless her. So it's more an exercise for me to go and see her and give her my love. Not a lot of understanding there anymore, sadly, but I think it's lovely for Enid as well to see her grandma and understand who my mother is. So, yeah, no work for me tomorrow. Off for some Mother's Day action down in Ipswich. Happy days, hey? Sakamoto and Burrows battling down the Coventry right. Thought that was going to go dead for a foul there. No, nothing given. It is Bidwell. Bidwell hands it off to Mason Clark, who stops dead. Crossed in by Grimes. Easy header cleared by Ahmed Hodzic. Sheffield United have been so good this season, haven't they? Kind of being in games and the other team gets a bit of play, nicking a goal, managing the game. They've been brilliant, haven't they? Oh, thank you, guys. I cared for my brother for 3 years without, brilliant work, Sunset Wanderer. Our friend Dave is doing there you go, he's in the chat there, doing the same with his lovely mother. Burrows pops the cross in from the left-hand side. Thank you, Zippy Tuna. Oh, Sariki breaks loose to him. Oh, crossed in, and they have gone 2-0 up. Oh, it's a killer first half from Sheffield United. Tyrese Campbell strokes that one in. It's a great finish. Opens up his body and just re-angles that with the left foot. And this is brutal from Sheffield United. It's a brilliant first half. They've been lethal with their finishing. Barely any XG on either of those goals. Their finishing has been on point. And it is Sheffield United 2, Coventry 0. And you have to say this is brilliant from Sheffield United. That's really good from Campbell, isn't it? The problem is Mason Clark dives in, which then means Bidwell has to stand off Sariki. Great cross by Sariki, just blasts it across the goal. It's a really good finish, isn't it, Campbell? He knows if he gets it anywhere near the corner, I'm not blaming the keeper for this one, by the way. The pace on that makes it very, very difficult for Dovin to do anything. And I mean, what a first half hour for Sheffield United. Absolutely on point with their finishing. Harmer free kick, top corner. Oh, Dovin closed down there by Campbell. Campbell, lovely finish for 2-0. And we've barely played 30 minutes. And the Blades are heading towards 83 points. And if it is 5 wins, they're most of the way to the first one. It might be 4 wins for promotion. We don't know. But what about this first half from Sheffield United? Outstanding, you have to say. What do I think? Sheffield United dominating the Coventry. Coventry haven't played badly. It's just finishing. This is pure finishing. Sheffield United have had 2 chances and absolutely nailed their finishing. In fact, okay, 3 shots, 2 on target, and they're 2 up with a 0.22 XG. Sometimes you hold your hands up, and if the finishing is good, what can you do, man? And they have been brilliant with their finishing, Harmer and Campbell, in the first half here. A really good finish. Absolutely. Quick fire that. Pinged it in. Have we got a problem with the goalkeeper here? Dovin isn't getting up. Who's the reserve keeper for Coventry City on the bench? By the way, we're having another look at this free kick. Over it goes. I think he should save that, the keeper. Having watched 5 replays now, we're watching Callum O'Hare's reaction to it on the bench. He's obviously got a monitor down there. Yeah, still not down with that celebration, or I'm not celebrating non-celebration. That's just my opinion. I love Gus Hammer as a player, though. Game over. Yeah. Big up your mother. Yeah, bless her. A wonderful woman. Wonderful, wonderful woman. It's difficult with dementia because it's almost like you lose them before you lose them. But, you know, I have so much love for her. It's difficult to talk about, but it's been years now, so it's something that I'm understanding of. Robert, oh dear. I've noticed you only do watch-alongs with Sheffield United, Leeds and Burnley games. Well, should we fact check that? I have said many, many times on this channel that... Okay, let's have a look. Forest Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Sunderland. Who else have we got? Luton Millwall, Middlesbrough Sunderland. Cardiff Swansea, Derby Portsmouth, Derby Swansea, Plymouth. There you go. If I made my point there. But yeah, all I do is I go with the games that is the main game on TV because that's the one most people are watching. I don't make the choice. Just having a look at Dovin's injury there. Campbell didn't actually touch him, did he? I think he tweaks his... Which foot is he holding? Oh, no, it's his knee. So he tweaks his right knee, putting his weight back down as he does the little Cruyff turn back there. Ow. Hope that's not a nasty one. There's a lot of CLs in your knee. And we hope none of them are in any way damaged for Dovin. Yeah. No fact checking. Yeah, I'm usually pretty lazy with that, but there you go. Yeah, love to anybody in the same situation. I dare say, not wanting to, minimize dementia, I dare say that a lot of people who, were diagnosed as having passed on from old age, I think it's probably a lot of them were dementia. Horrible disease, as I know firsthand. But what are you going to do? Hey, what are you going to do? How dare I fact check? How dare I indeed? Did we establish who the keeper is on the bench here? Ben Wilson. Oh, they've got 2. Or Brad Collins. Frank Lampard. Yeah, he's done, isn't he? He's covering his face. So I really hope he's not done anything to any kind of ligament in that knee, because that would be completely innocuous. As the ball, Campbell closes him down, kind of pivots, puts his weight on his right leg, and his knee just gives way, is what I'm seeing. And poor fella is holding his shirt over his face. So I really hope that's not what I think it is, but I wonder whether he's damaged the ligament in his right knee there, dove in. So yeah, best of luck to him. If he has, I hate to say, you ain't going to be seeing him again until next season. Where are we? May the 3rd. Well, Coventry will hope their season goes to May the 24th, not May the 3rd. But yeah, Brad Collins coming on by the look of it. Well wishes to dove in there. Where was Brad Collins? Was he Barnsley? Was he at Barnsley under Ishmael? Can't remember how far he goes back. Big love to your mum. Hey? Met you at QPR. Oh, there you go. Nice one. Right wing, always right. That name will go down well in the comments. Lovely. I don't remember because your picture is a cat of some description, but there you go. I did say that with no bet. Oh no, you're all right, Robert. You're all right, fella. Bob Sky for showing it. There you go. There you go. Yeah, Brad Collins with Barnsley. Thank you. Shay. Oh, Barnsley with Kitching and Thomas, indeed. Coventry's feeder team, hey? In it goes long. Oh, Cooper coming out here. Cleared away. Back home they go. Charlie, you're an absolute legend, mate. You're £2 on the super chat. Would you believe I bought my mum a Mother's Day card today for £2? So if you want to say, Charlie, I'm happy. You paid for my Mother's Day card. So that's really, really kind of you, mate. Thank you so much. Spoiler alert, I had to buy 3 Mother's Day cards today. I'm sure all you fathers will understand why. Here's Bidwell for Coventry. Kind of stoppage is just, I don't know, taking a bit of the zhuzh out of the proceedings, hasn't it? Crossed in by Mason Clark, easy gather by Mike Cooper. Happy days, Ewan. Look at that. Mum 90, Dad 94. I've got to say, my wonderful father, who was born in 1946, is ridiculously healthy. He's going to be 80 next year, bless him. And I can't stop him climbing up into the blooming loft and doing ridiculous things. Kamikaze dad, hey? How about that? We're coming up the 40-minute mark. And Coventry are going to be feeling they've just been really done here, haven't they? Haven't played terribly. Sheffield United have a massive killer edge this season. And we've seen it again today. All crossed in from the right by Van Evik, headed out. Is my dad the same age as President Trump? How about that? I think a lot of people were born in 1946, Dempsey Doe. They're called baby boomers after World War II. I think my little Enid was born in the COVID baby boom as well. To keep the tradition going. Van Evik, huge throw in. Cleared to the edge of the box and hoiked away by Campbell. And out for a throw in to Sheffield United. Philip Andrew Collins is a wonderful man who has just super chatted £5. You lot are on fire with the super chats tonight. I'm going to read them all out when we get back after half time. Thank you. Who do I see the last 2 playoff spots going to? Well, if you watch my excellent 1 to 24 final table video, which has now been watched by 30,000 people. You imagine that? It's ridiculous, isn't it? I went for West Brom. No, I didn't. I went for Coventry 5th. I went for Bristol City in 6th. How about that? Let me know who yours are. Thank you for the super chat, Philip. Diaz crosses in from the right. It's broken for Brewster. Hits the shot left-footed over the crossbar. Lolo off to Wales for the first time since I was 15. Happy days, hey? Enjoy having your dad. Oh, mind. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Yvonne. Yeah, really sad. And I do cherish my wonderful, wonderful father. And I told him, don't buy any food for tomorrow. And I bet he's already bought loads, hey? Troublemaker. It's going to be a fair amount of stoppage time, right? Thing is, if Bristol City and West Brom don't win, we'll still be in 5th. Well, yeah, quite. That's what 10 wins in 12 will do for you. Christopher, yes, hot takes still on Sunday. My plan is, I'm wondering whether Shaylee might fancy a Chinese takeaway on Saturday night, and I can write the hot takes then and film it on Sunday morning. I wonder what we're going to be talking about, hey? Head injury here. Concussion check for Milan van Evik. Just a hand in the face, I think, from Tyrese Campbell. Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot in it, but they've got to check, haven't they? I think we're going to get at least 5 minutes stoppage time here, won't we? While we're doing this check, these super chats have been magnificent. Look at this. Lee, Ian, Hector, Charlie, Mark. That got our target of 5. Then Dave was in. Kelly. Liking Trash with a membership gift and a super chat. Sean, Charlie again, and Philip. You wonderful, wonderful people. Thanks so, so much for the support. Here comes Mason Clark. Out to Bidwell. Bidwell crosses in. You know, they've defended well, Sheffield United, haven't they? Every time that ball has gone in the box, head it, kick it, dealt with. Every time. Will it be hot takes or hot takeaways? Hopefully just hot takes. What happened to the keeper? Hopefully I'm wrong. I think he might have damaged his knee ligaments. I'm no doctor, but I've watched a lot of football. I really hope I'm wrong about that. Oh, here's Brewster. Brewster into Campbell in the D. Campbell, Burrows, Harmer. Oh, nice ball, Harmer. Sariki, corner of the box. Chowdhury, good shape, Coventry. They forced them back out again. Peck. Sariki. Robinson. Yeah, really good defending Coventry, but Sheffield United happy to keep the ball. Sheffield United go to half-time at 2-0. They are perfectly happy to keep the ball, aren't they? Chowdhury, 8 minutes stoppage time, guys. It's going to be a late night. Sariki. Sariki's cross is charged down by Jake Bidwell. Already got an assist on the board. Aiming for another, but it's charged down and out for a corner. So we're going past 10 p.m. tonight, you lot. Does that mean I'm allowed a coffee at half time? You'll shout at me for having coffee too late at night. God, remember the days when I was pegging back the red wine and the... what was that drink Shaylee used to have? Dubonnet. Oh, God, that was nice. Am I allowed a coffee at half time? Right, corner. Sheffield United. In it comes left-footed. Floaty, looking for Peck. Beaten in the air. Grimes hooks it away. Need to be careful. High foot there in the penalty box. Fed back in. Onside. And headed into the net. He's offside, in fact, Tyrese Campbell. Ahmed Hodzic headed the follow-up in. Please don't give me a bad offside call here. Don't want to talk about refereeing tonight. He is offside. Good. Well done, officials. You're right. Campbell offside. Ahmed Hodzic headed in the bounce back. New to English foot. Oh, that's clipped over the top. I'm going to come to that comment in a second. Diaz crosses in. Massive chance. What a miss. Oh, and Peck with the follow-up and tipped over by Collins. Oh, Campbell should have made that 3-0. Oh, my goodness. What a chance. What a miss. Peck over the top. Diaz is onside. Campbell wasn't, but he wasn't interfering. Crossed in. Bad miss. Swinger. Ends up behind him. Should have been 3-0, that, shouldn't it? My God. My God. I mean, brilliant finish by Campbell for the second goal, obviously, but should have been 3-0. And, yeah, those Coventry fans, including the great Matt SB behind the goal there, maybe go and beat the traffic. You're done. Stick a fork in you. Sorry, I was going to read this one. What is the super chat you refer to? So super chat is on YouTube here where people can donate money. And YouTube takes a cut and then it comes to me on top of the ad revenue we make from adverts on YouTube. It's just a nice way of people supporting the channel. And you can see how wonderfully kind our subscribers are here. Who do I want to win the Cardiff boy? Well, I'll get accused of... there's loads of agendas about who I want to win all the time. I'm completely neutral. Don't mind. May the best team win. That's my gig here. Just call the action, yeah? Sitter. Should have been free. As he missed, does it make it an unscorable chance? Yeah, right. Yes, we are having a look, Robert, at Derby versus Stoke. Sounds fun to me. Round 46. Will there be anything riding on it? Fans of both sides will hope that nothing will be riding on it. Brewster. Can they open this up down the left for a counter? It's gone to Burrows. Good close by Sakamoto. He's played the channel. 50-50 there. One by Allen. Here's Grimes in the quarterback. Hope Cov turn up second half. I've got to say, I don't think they've not turned up in the first half here. I think Sheffield United have played it really well, haven't they? As we've said so many times this season, their game management has just been exceptional this season, Sheffield United, and their finishing tonight has been brilliant. Although a question mark may be over the Coventry keeper dove in for the first goal, which I've decided I'm landing on the explanation. It was a great free kick and poor goalkeeping. I think both can be true in that instance. I don't think it's binary. Even though you wonderful football fans try to make everything binary. Dempsey Doe, I'll point you to the wonderful Blue Monday podcast on Sunday night where we will answer that question there in great detail about Ipswich Town. It'll be live at 8 p.m. Me and Joe Fairs and David Diamond. They'll answer those questions. Always lots of love for Hamza Chowdhury whenever he's playing here. What nationality is Chowdhury? Bangladesh. There we go. If you're a Bangladeshi football fan, big up Hamza Chowdhury, hey? Aren't most curries actually Bangladeshi and not Indian? The ones we have in this country. They are gastro masters, the Bangladeshis. They're not great at cricket, is that right? Or are they just much smaller than India, right? Gentleman's agreement on the final day. Yeah, we could get a draw if it suits both. Well, you know we will, don't we? Bidwell. Cleared away. Oh, Sariki, quick break. Campbell, edge of the box. Campbell, oh, crikey. They really could add this game out of sight, couldn't they? Driven shot, left foot, edge of the box. Man. When you factor in, remember the chance for Brewster at 0-0 as well, where he couldn't kind of find the right-hand corner of the goal. Now throw in Campbell's absolute sitter at 2-0. That wasn't a sitter, but it was close. I can confirm, because I've seen his ticket, the great Matt SB is at this game. So, yeah, check out on Matt's channel. Well, might be a bit of an unhappy vlog from the Coventry end, but it'll certainly get some great footage, Matt. There we go. Big up the Bangladeshis if you're watching tonight. Supporting Hamza Chowdhury. We're very, very happy to have you here. This could end up 4 or 5 if Coventry aren't careful. Yeah, Sheffield United got it in them to pick them off, haven't they, for a couple more. Right, that is half time, ladies and gentlemen. The 8 minutes of stoppage time is done. And you've got to say that's really good from Sheffield United, haven't you? Really good performance. In fact, I'm going to say that's a brilliant performance from Sheffield United because they could have been 3 or 4-0 up. And Coventry are really good, aren't they? Coventry won 10 in their last 12. And not quite to the extent it was when we did Sheffield United versus Bristol City, where I think Bristol City really had a lot of the ball in that game, didn't they? Less kind of pronounced, but Sheffield United just very clever. Kind of sit, turn the midfield to dust, didn't they? It's been frantic in there. Break quickly. Try and get Harmer on the ball on the break. Try and get Sariki and Burrows forward and concede that the middle's just going to be dust, like we've been saying. And then, on top of that, and I mean, whatever tactics you're playing in football, you want your finishers to be on point. Whatever tactic, low block, all-out attack, wingers, counter-attack, whatever. You want your finishing on point. Well, their finishing has been on point to get to 2-0 up. And then, maybe a bit slippy after that, but Harmer with the free kick. And if you can understand my nuance here, which I think is a very good free kick, but I think the keeper, having got across the goal and got a hand on it, should have probably saved it. The second goal is a beaut, isn't it? Sariki drives it across the box. Mason Clark, poor, dived in. Stand up, man. Stand up. Sariki doesn't make the cross, but he dives in. And then Bidwell backs off. He drives it into the box. It's a great finish by Campbell, isn't it? Just guides that in left-footed. And as I mentioned at 0-0, Brewster had a chance. And then Campbell should definitely make it 3-0. Who was it put it across? Was it Diaz? I think Diaz crossed it from the right. And Campbell has to score, doesn't he? And he just misreads the half volley, which can happen, can't it? Just bounces earlier than he swipes and his foot goes underneath it and it ends up behind him. And he looks a bit of a mug because he should have made it 2-0. He looked a bit of a stud before that when he did make it. Should have made it 3-0. And then another serviceable chance with the left foot. Just missed the far post, didn't he, there, Tyrese Campbell. Stats at half time. Yeah, 45% possession, Sheffield United, for their 2-0 lead. 1.07 on the XG. And this is what I really like about Sheffield United as well. XG for Coventry, 0.21. And we have seen Van Evik, Sakamoto, and Bidwell and Mason Clark in good positions. We have seen crosses go into the box. They just headed everything away, haven't they? Cleared everything away. Ahmed Hodzic, Robinson, good defensive performance. And yeah, they're really good value for their lead, Sheffield United, in my humble opinion. That is my reflections on the first half. Why don't you get your reflections on the first half in? Because I'm going to take a little break now. I'm going to set the timer on my phone right here, right now, as the great Fat Boy Slim, who's a Brighton fan, isn't he? Norman Cook said, well, Norman Cook didn't say it. He kind of cut the sample up and made it repetitively go throughout that great song. But there you go. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. So go make yourself a cup of tea, coffee, glass of wine, beer, gin and Dubonnet, whatever your little tipple is. And we're going to be back. Get your questions in, get your comments in. We're going to be back in just over 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. It's half time. It's 2-0. Sheffield United dominant, heading top of the league. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy halftime break. Get your questions in. Oh, my God. Definitely get your questions in. See if we can move some of the comments up slightly. Oh, God. News from local Coventry radio station. Dobbin has broken his ankle. I thought it was his knee. My God, a broken ankle. Well, hopefully that's something hairline and not a horrible, big, nasty snap. Well, we'd have known about it if it was a big, nasty snap. If you forgive that as crude, we would have been able to see, wouldn't we? But yeah, that's not great. So yeah, get well soon. Oliver Dovin, the injured goalkeeper for Coventry. Get your questions in, get your comments in. Gives me a chance to say a massive, massive thank you to these wonderful people who have super chatted and the like here tonight. Lee, Ian, Hector, Charlie, Mark, Dave, Kelly, liking trash twice. Look, Sean, Charlie again, Philip as well. Thank you so much, guys. Greatly appreciated. Oh dear. Right. I learned when I was working in a school that when someone tries to steal all the attention from the room, it's best to just ignore them. Okay. And I will say no more. And I think you'll all be okay with that. David, hope you don't mind me posting my Just Giving page. No, do it. Get involved there. Campbell without a booking. Did you think you fouled him, Garland? I didn't think you touched him, did he? I think you just closed him down, hey? John, Blades, brilliant in that first half. Should really be 4-0 up. Great performance so far. I'll give you 3, John. I totally agree. It's a brilliant performance. And yeah, Campbell definitely should have made it 3, shouldn't he? Kieran, looking forward to a away trip to Burnley. Kieran, are you doing all 46 for Bristol City this season? A tremendous effort, if indeed you are. Liam Rossini doing great things at Strasbourg. Is he really? I didn't even know. I didn't even know he was there. Leeds fan here. Anyway, you can get subbed on for Cobham. Bag 3. Me. Imagine it. There you go. Sure am. Well done. Anyone else on for 100% watching their clubs this season? That's a hell of an effort, especially in the Blue and EFL with the 3-game weeks and having to go to away games in mid-weeks and all of that jazz. Championship table, as it stands right now, 83 points. Oh God, we're having fun in the chat tonight, aren't we? Christ. Leave me to do the honors, guys. Generally, people who are imbeciles in the chat, they just want your attention, and there's nothing they hate more than if you just ignore them. It really kills them, honestly. I know it's hard, but it's like dealing with trolls. That absolutely, can you imagine that? All of their meaning and the effort that's gone into trying to get attention kills them when you just ignore them. Absolutely kills them. So, yeah. Sheffield United, moving on to 83 points as things stand. Leeds play Swansea tomorrow. Burnley play Bristol City. And we've been wondering, we've been chatting, is 4 wins going to do it out of the last 8? Which would take Leeds to 92, Sheffield United to 92, Burnley to 90. Add in 2 draws as well. Another 2 points on for all of those. You can't see them losing 3 or 4 games, can you? I don't know. You tell me. Looks like we are back and ready to go for the second half. Leeds have only played 6 home games on Saturday. Won all 6, scored 23, conceded 0. Interesting stat. Dangalalel, I can't pronounce that. What's the highest points not to get automatic promotion? Well, that would have been last season by Leeds United with 90, finished third. And they lost in the playoffs, of course. Sunderland did the same in 1998, scored 90 points and did not get promoted at all, let alone not just automatic promotion. Right. It will be higher this year. You may be right. And if you saw my bold predictions video, you may well agree. Right, we are off and running in the second half. It is Sheffield United 2, Coventry 0. It's pretty dominant from the Blades, wasn't it? However, we all know what a 2-0 is like. Coventry score the next goal and the stadium gets a little bit nervous. You know what happens, don't you? You've seen this movie before, haven't you? We all have. We all know our football here, don't we? So you never know. But on the basis of that first half, going to be heading towards a deserved 3 points. Guys, I promise you, I love you guys in the chat. I promise you, when I say ignore the trolls, don't even say there's some trolls. Completely ignore them. Honestly, it kills them. Absolutely kills them. Just removes all the meaning from what they're doing, which has very little meaning anyway. But trust me. I worked in a behavior school. The ignore technique is the one. Here is Ephron Mason-Clark down the left wing. Bidwell. Ignore the trolls. You've brought them up 3 times now, Ben. Well, so have you, Alicia May. What trolls? Exactly. I've also banned and blocked them really quickly, though, haven't I? I'm on it here. Where's the clock? Share screen. Here we go. Second half. Bosh. There we go. Just the once. Well, that's another reference there. So I'm calling that twice now. I jest. We need to do teams, don't we? Big, huge switch of play there. Great ball out to Mason-Clark, who's going to get into the box here for Coventry. Drives the shot right-footed low, drags it wide. Your teams. Sheffield United, Cooper, Burrows, Sariki, Robinson, Ahmed Hodzic, Chowdhury, Peck, Diaz, Harmer, Brewster, Campbell. For Coventry, it was Dovin. He got replaced by Brad Collins. And if the comment we had, I think it was Steve, if the comment was right, Dovin, we think, has broken his ankle, which is crappy news for him and the Coventry fans. That's his season done with 8 to play. I've got 7 after this. In fact, should we do this attack? No, it's going to break down, isn't it? Van Evik, Bidwell, Thomas Binks, Grimes Allen, Sakamoto, Mason-Clark, Torp, and Wright. Two 2-0. Sheffield United. Harmer with the free kick in minute 19. Campbell, nice little angled finish. Open his body, side foot, left foot to make it 2-0. Campbell should have made it 3-0, shouldn't he? Bit of an air shot after Diaz played him in for a bit of a sitter. Is my coffee cool enough to drink? Yes. It's decaf, and I haven't got a lot of it. Don't worry. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven's got a plan for you. Binks tries to play it into Allen. Closed down by Chowdhury. Throw in. Cracking song, that. What a tune. Here's Mason Clark into the box. Mason Clark, Bidwell overlap. Good tackle, Sariki. And he's won a goal kick as well. Brilliant defending. Most points not to get autos. Still got the promotion, didn't they? Still got the promotion. Maybe worth getting a mod, not volunteering. There you go. We're all right. Harkonian. Appreciate the sentiment, though. To be honest, I know I said don't bring them up. It'll be one person, like with loads of accounts. They get bored soon enough, don't they? And you guys doing a beautiful job. Ignore E. Ferradino. I appreciate the hard work you put into the channel. I've learned a lot of this. Very, very kind. Thank you so much. $4.99 US, I think, on the super chat. Thank you so much, fella. Very, very, very kind. Loads of super chats tonight. I love each and every one of you and everybody who hasn't super chat. You know what I'm saying, don't you? Bidwell. Binks. Collins pings that out. Lovely ball. Van Eyck. Torp. Grimes. Torp down the line. Van Eyck. Nice build up. In comes the cross. And again, I've said about Sheffield United defending, head it, kick it, block it. Again, Chowdhury just at source. That cross is going nowhere near the box, is it? Oh, we're going to have a code word for it. Grey rock. Okay. Grey rock to the trolls, hey? Here is Diaz. Burrows. Harmer clips that into the back post. Sariki just over his head. Don't underestimate the Blades. What a strange time to say that. God, imagine how we'd underestimate them if they weren't top of the league with 7 games to go and 85 points and 2-0 up against the form team in the league, hey? I don't think anyone's underestimating them, Paul. How many points will it take to stay up in the championship? Someone will survive, I think, with like 48 or something. I don't think it'll be as mad last year, 50, wasn't it? Here is Torp. Torp tries to play that straight over the top for a right to chase through. Good header, blocking it away by Ahmed Hodzic. Was that a foul or a handball afterwards by Wright? He's been whistled. Welcome in Hong Kong, Paul. Come on, you Sky Blues at 5 a.m. Happy, happy days. Van Evik. Biggs. Grimes. Grimes knocks it back. Thomas. Oh, Paul. Paul, mate, try and enjoy the fact that your team are top of the league and not worry about other fan bases just talking about their team. Try and enjoy it, mate. Honestly, you'll thank me for it. It's a strange frame when your team's top of the league to worry about the fact that they're being underestimated. Ho hum. I can think of 23 teams who'd like to swap places with them. Here's Mason Clark into the box again. Bidwell. Bidwell crosses low and they've blocked it out again. Diaz back this time. That's the out ball for Coventry, isn't it? They switch the play on to Mason Clark. It's worked 3 times this half already, but Sheffield United's defending's been so good, hasn't it? And here they are on the counter-attack. Oh, Campbell, just the final ball there to Harmer. He was in, and it was really, really nicely blocked out. I enjoy watching your content, but I don't like your tone. Wow. Here's Mason Clark. Down the left again. Bidwell. Allen. Grimes. Headed away. Harmer clears. Campbell can't bring it down. Here comes Sakamoto. Out it goes for a throw in. I assume we're going to be going to the benches in a minute. And it's all on Frank Lampard, isn't it? Operation Grey Rock, please, guys. The no sell is your friend. Chowdhury's got it at the back. Not entirely sure what Lampard can do. Got Sariki down the right. He's into the box. Sariki, nice step over. Good block by Bidwell. He came inside with him. He got it onto the left foot there, and Bidwell slides across his body. He's played really well, Sariki, the right back, hasn't he? Got the assist for the second goal. Been a really good outlet up and down, and he's defended well as well, hasn't he? Here's Mason Clark. He's been the real only attacking outlet for Coventry in the second half, hasn't he? It's been get the ball out to him on the left. Bidwell. Bidwell's cross blocked by Diaz. I tell you what, Diaz has done a good shift, hasn't he? Attacking player covering that side in front of Sariki. He'll probably get the hook in about 5 minutes. Here's Grimes. Mason Clark. Bidwell. Mason Clark again. And he's just not winning this battle, is he? He got the chance to cross there, but it was easily cleared away. He's having a lot of the ball there, Mason Clark. He hasn't made any chances yet, has he? Oh, shot driven from the edge of the box there by Hadji Wright. Easy gather by Cooper. It's right down the middle of the goal, isn't it? Ahmed Hodzic closed him down pretty well. Lots of pressure on. First goal of his hat-trick last week. Wright was not quite that position, but nice shot drilled in low into the corner, wasn't it? And that looks like Jack Rudoni is about to come on for Coventry. For whom? I'm not entirely sure. We're about to find out. Here comes a quick break by Sheffield United, though. Diaz over on the right. He's got Sariki outside of him. Diaz knocks it on, and it is 3-0. And they have just nailed this, haven't they? On the counter, it's Brewster with the right foot. Diaz cut inside. He took his sweet time. He had Sariki on the overlap, knocked it into Brewster, and the player who got the winning goal at Sheffield Wednesday in the big derby match there has put this one surely out of sight. It's an excellent performance from Sheffield United. And it is 3-0. Brewster is the scorer. Well, we said they could pick them off. It's exactly what they've done. Nice counter-attack. Everyone gets dragged towards the goal. Diaz can then step inside. Brewster, who'd played it into Diaz, just waits on the edge of the box, waves his arms, says, I'm completely free. And I tell you what, we said about Brewster at that chance, 0-0. Come on, mate, can you not find the corner there? I tell you what, he whacked that one into the corner there. Swiped it in beautifully. It's a great finish by Brewster. Chris Wilder loves it. 3-0. Game over, game, set, match. Well done, the Blunts. Lampard been schooled. I'm not sure Lampard's been schooled as such. Just a men against boys, hasn't it, across the board. And an excellent performance by Sheffield United and some excellent finishing for the goals as well. Game, set, match in DDO. Coventry have been a bit better this half, but the game's over 3. Well, I mean, they've had some possession. Victor Torp has come out, so Rodoni's probably going to play in the 10 down the middle. Let's just click a few more of these up. There we go. 3-0. Sheffield United, who are coasting. They could have been 3-0 up before half-time. They've managed to do it. Minute sort of, what was that, 60, 62? Looks like Callum O'Hare and Tom Cannon are going to come in. Couple of nice subs to make when you're 3-0 up. Could Coventry potentially run out of steam during the run-in? I mean, you never know. There is always the chance you can go too early. Allen is going to go in the book here. Foul on Brewster. Don't know why Tyrese Campbell's quite so vexed about it. Referee Langford, who's had a good game actually, quickly across. I suspect Tyrese Campbell's got himself in the book. In the first half, the one with Grimes, he was pretty angry about, wasn't he? $65 up. Allen in the book. We're about to get Cannon and O'Hare into the game for Sheffield United off the bench. Sheffield United in cruise control. This result puts massive pressure on Leeds, well, and on Burnley as well. And the more these three at the top keep winning, the more likely we get three teams with 92, 93, 94, 95 points. Now, we don't get three with 95. We might get two. You never know. Binks, Bidwell. Coventry still having plenty of the ball, but Sheffield United have this habit of picking them off and scoring goals in this game, don't they? Mason Clark, Grimes, Bidwell. Bidwell, nice cross that. Headed out again, though. I will repeat my point that the Sheffield United defending has been very good. The head it, kick it stuff. Barely a decent chance for Coventry in the game. Bidwell. Can't really think of one, can you? Where, you know, nice opening, where you think, oh, probably should have scored there. Binks. Grimes. Sheffield United just sitting in, ready to spring back out again. Collins back to Binks. Bidwell. They've had so much ball down this left-hand side in this second half, haven't they? Mason Clark flicks it on. Given away. Just hoofed back by Robinson back into the Coventry half. Nice head down by Brewster. Here's Diaz. They're going to pick him off again. Brewster goes back into the centre halves as if to say to the rest of his team, can we keep the ball for 10 seconds? Right, in come O'Hare and Cannon. Out comes Brewster, who scored that third goal, who is considerably more popular at Bramall Lane than he was. It's been a slog for him, hasn't he? Bless him. Starting to make his mark now. Tyrese Campbell's coming out as well. So Cannon will go and play up top in place of Campbell. O'Hare is going to play in the 10 where Brewster was playing. Throw in taken quickly. Sariki's cross deflected. Binks does well. Right on top of his keeper there to get that one cleared. Robinson is gonna, he's gonna pump it back in. He doesn't. He turns back, and Harmer goes home to Cooper. And you wonder now whether Sheffield United will try and play some keep ball in the last 20 of this game. They've been very savvy with kind of sitting and springing, haven't they, Sheffield United? Just wonder now whether, if physically and mentally they might have punched Coventry out now, and the ball might be theirs for the taking, and they can start to sort of control the possession. Probably won't care. Just less running if you do it that way, isn't it? There's Vinny Souza on the bench with Harry Clark, Tom Davies. Looks like that lot are going to get a night off. And Sariki. Thomas is fouled by Peck. 20 to go. 3-0 Blades. Allen to Binks to Thomas to Bidwell. Give me a second half possession stat. Wow, 68% possession second half for Coventry. And they're losing the half 1-0. Very well practiced setup. Oh, Cannon nearly got played in. He's still going to have a good run at goal, as you know he's not. Do you know what? If he doesn't touch that, I think he's in on goal there. Peck, who we know has got that through ball in his locker. What was the goal that Sheffield United scored where Peck played someone in with a lovely through ball? I remember Sam was talking about it on the check-in. I reckon if he just lets that run, he's got the pace to get away from the centre halves there. Corner, won by Cannon. His first touch with Pants. First touch, let him down. I don't think he needed to touch it, guys, did he? He's well quick, Cannon. Corner taken quickly by Burrows to Harmer. Back to Burrows. Back to Harmer. Into O'Hare. O'Hare gets it on his right foot, deflected over the bar. That could have flown past the keeper. Couldn't it? Woof. Sure, the Coventry fans would have loved Harmer and O'Hare combining for a fourth goal against them, wouldn't they? I wonder if we would have got a I'm not celebrating celebration. Honestly, I'm not celebrating. Look at me not celebrating celebration from O'Hare like we did from Harmer earlier in the game. Another corner, Sheffield United, who are starting to control it now, aren't they? As in the possession. Harmer drills the shot in. That one takes a deflection and spins over. When I say control, I'm talking about possession. Obviously, you're kind of in control of a game if you're 3-0 up. You know what I'm saying, though. Another corner. Three in a minute, pretty much. Cleared back out. Burrows. O'Hare. Harmer. Tries to give and go. And finally, Coventry are back on the ball, but it's one straight back by Sheffield United. It's opened up again into the box goes Harmer. Nice little knockback. Peck arriving. Really good defending by Rudoni. Yeah. Arms up apologising. You're not sorry. What's the Shakespeare quote, Liam? I fear the lady doth protest too much. He didn't know he was writing about football then, Shakespeare, but he was. Corner back out to Harmer, who's getting loads of touches. O'Hare, Burrows, Harmer. Edge of the box, Chowdhury side-footed. It's down the keeper's throat, but he still has to tip it up and over the bar. And it feels like Sheffield United have now been in the Coventry final, not even final third, final fifth for about the last 4 minutes, doesn't it? Can't get out here, Coventry. And finally, they've given away a pretty lame offside. Right, treble substitution. By the way, look at this. Ben Sheff, Ellis Sims. Is that Patterson coming in as well? Sims and Sheff, though. It's a few million quid's worth of player, isn't it? Mason Clark out. Hasn't happened for Mason Clark in the second half. He's been the out ball. Not managed to make any big chances or, for anybody or himself. Hadji Wright out. Just that one moment for Wright where he got it out of his feet. 25-year-old daisy cutter. 25-year-old? 25-yard daisy cutter. Easy for the keeper. Here's Patterson straight onto it. Sims. Sheff. Van Evik. Sheff. Great block by Chowdhury. Sheff shooting from the edge of the box. Chowdhury has stayed down. And I'm sure he's okay. So this break may be tactical. Did he get him in the face? Let's have a look. Oof. It's a great block. And we know if you go down and hold your head, the ref has to stop the game. And I don't want to get too much into that. But you never know. That Coventry fan doesn't think Hamza Chowdhury has a head injury or a concussion. Sheffield United bench just pondering their next move. Had a double sub, didn't they? So still plenty they can do off the bench. I'd imagine we'll see Sam McCallum, who's actually another former Coventry player, isn't he? Some extra legs to finish the game. Just over 12, or just under, 12 to play normal time. Nice little feed through there to Rudoni, Van Evik. Oh, nice cross by Van Evik. Sims on the near post, glances the header wide of goal. I was going to say they've looked reasonably lively since the subs, but Coventry have looked lively at various points in this game and not managed to make any chances and been picked off 3 times and could have been more. So, meh. What are you going to do? And now, here comes a Blaze counter-attack. God, they're 4-on-3 here. If they work this, they should definitely score. Cannon still. Oh, that's so wasteful. That's really bad from Cannon. He literally had an easy ball on to Harmer to his left and an easier ball on. Look at that. Diaz completely free and in on goal. I suspect if it wasn't 3-0, Chris Wilder would have big issues with Tom Cannon not passing that. Cannon fires blanks. Yes, indeed. Greedy. Cannon doesn't look good. Oh, he's good for Stoke, wasn't he? Interesting, though, that Sheffield United starting with a free transfer in Tyrese Campbell as opposed to a 10 million quid striker in Tom Cannon. Rudoni edge of the box. And again, it's Peck this time. Head it, kick it, block it. Corner, Coventry, 81 up. It's going to come in left-footed. Grimes. Referee Langford having words with Sariki and Chowdhury and Binks and Sheff all on the back stick. Keep your eyes on that. I'm sure Hamza Chowdhury will make some Ashley Cole-esque goal line block in about 30 seconds, as he's very good at doing. Corner goes near post after all that. Sims recycle. Grimes. Rudoni. Why does Rudoni wear 5? That makes no sense to me. Ho-hum. It's not important, is it? Little pull back from Rudoni on City Peck, I think. And that will allow... He's been good, actually, Peck, in the second half. Wasn't much to do other than run around in the midfield washing machine in the first half. But I think Peck's come into it really nicely in the second half. Andre Brooks is going to come in. I thought he put McCallum in. Ben Brereton. Diaz is coming out, who's probably had a better game defensively than he has attacking. I know he should have had an assist, shouldn't he, for Campbell? But Diaz has done some brilliant work defensively, traipsing back with Bidwell to cover with Mason Clark also. Absolute insanity at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United scoring 3 for the first... Is that really? First time they scored 3 anywhere or just at Bramall Lane? Woof. Ben, any ideas for your championship team of the season? I've got plenty of ideas for my championship team of the season. And I very much look forward to doing it. We'll try and do that the week they do the official one. We do it with Sam as well. Always good fun. Obviously, the comments will take it way too seriously and get really cross about everything and want 18 players from the team they support in the 11. But what can you do? That is a blatant foul throw, not given. And it's out to Bidwell. Oh, nice little step over. Sims, middle of the box. Harmer, cool and calm. Strokes it to Peck. And Brooks gets his first touch. And heads out to the right-hand side. Turned over, though. Here comes Cannon again. Running into the box. He hits the shot and then it bounces back at him and goes into the keeper's arms. Not quite rolling for Tom Cannon at the moment in his Sheffield United career. Has he scored yet for Sheffield United? He must have, mustn't he, Cannon? I don't remember. I've probably done a game where he scored. Too many games. Not enough room in here anymore. Rudoni. Sakamoto. Van Erik. Thomas goes home to Collins, who goes long. Offside flag up against, I don't know who that was against. Sakamoto, possibly. Okay, we are going to see Sam McCallum. That'll be the last sub window. For Sheffield United, who are coasting in to first place, going to go on to 83 points. Leeds and Burnley want to respond tomorrow. Leeds against Swansea, Burnley against Bristol City. Everybody's at home, aren't they? Am I right? In the top three. Alfie Gilchrist getting some kind of team talk. He's also going to come in with Sam McCallum. I'm going to change both the fullbacks, aren't they? Chris Wilder prodding his finger into his chest. Oh, that's broken nicely for O'Hare. O'Hare powers into the box. O'Hare onto the right foot. He's still got it. Can he give it off? No. He's into the quite hapless Cannon, whose shot obviously gets blocked. Harmer edge of the box. I just wondered whether there was a little slip pass on for O'Hare there as they look to get the fourth goal. O'Hare again. Harmer looks offside. Flag surely goes up, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, here come Gilchrist and McCallum. Sariki, who's been some good performances. He's one of them. Probably have 3 or 4 Sheffield United players as your man of the match. Let me know in a couple of minutes. But Sariki would be in with a shout, wouldn't he? I think Hamza Chowdhury is coming out. So I don't know who the hell's going to play in central midfield. Peck's still in there. Maybe Gus Harmer's going to head into central midfield to finish the game. I don't know. We're about to find out. Unless McCallum's literally just going to go in there and run around. Chowdhury gets a full set of high fives off the bench. And that'll be it for Sheffield United subs. Yeah, I think Harmer's going to play. Yeah, he's gone central midfield, hasn't he? For the remaining couple of minutes of this one. Let me know your man of the match thoughts. Sariki's not a bad shout, actually, is he? Maybe Harmer. I don't know. Let me know your man of the match is in this one. Throw-in taken by Coventry. Out it goes to Bidwell. Clipped into the front. Sims heads it back. Sheff. Patterson. Nice feet. Actually, yeah, Brewster's not a bad shout, Brian. Oh, he had a good game, didn't he? I think I'll go Sariki. Bloom did well, absolutely. Harmer, my man of the match. Campbell, Chris Wilder. Five minutes stoppage time. What is it with these Sheffield United fans tonight? John, I think the Blades have proved many doubters wrong tonight. Really good performance. Is this like Mike, you know, the thing with Michael Jordan, where he like invented things of people saying stuff about him? I just haven't seen anybody doubting Sheffield United. It's been so positive about him in the chat all night. I haven't really heard anybody say anything other than they've played really well. They're deserving winners and they're heading to the top of the table. So, yeah, I had that one. I'm not saying you're doing this, John, but that guy being snarky with me earlier, saying underestimating Sheffield United. It's like, did anybody? I haven't seen it. I know people get into kind of confrontation mode, don't they, when their teams are in a promotion fight, but not seeing it from my seat. My lofty vantage point. 5 minutes stoppage time. They're going to want the clean sheet now. They have many, many clean sheets. Not as many as Burnley, but they've still got an ungodly good total, Sheffield United, haven't they? Corner goes in from Grimes. Oh, and they're not going to get the clean sheet because Jack Rudoni has stuck it into the back of the net. That's really going to annoy Michael Cooper, isn't it? 91 minutes gone, and Coventry have made it 3-1 from the set play. Rudoni, the scorer. I think Cooper's going to be double disappointed there because he's pretty weakly off his line, isn't he? Bit of a soft bit of goalkeeping from, you know, arguably, well, along with Trafford, I guess, the best keeper performing-wise in the Championship. I suppose maybe Johansson as well. There's been some good keeper performances, but, yeah, Cooper didn't cover himself in glory for that one. And no clean sheet for Sheffield United. And if you had 3-0 Blades in the predictions, you're going to be really annoyed because it's 3-1 now. But there's worse things that could happen, eh? Yeah, jinxed it. Always my fault. Sims, a little nick over the top. Cooper grabs that. Would have been really interesting if Sakamoto had poked that past him and made it 3-2. I dare say it would be one of the most smashiest of smashing grabs you'll ever see. But there you go. Cooper goes long as we enter the last 90 seconds of minimum stoppage time. Maybe we'll get another 30 seconds after that, given we've had a goal. Jamie Patterson has been whistled for a foul on Sidney Peck, and he doesn't think it was a foul. He thinks Peck dived, is my understanding of the situation. Thank you for all of your support tonight, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Still over 150 of you watching here and plenty over on Twitter as well. We're not on TikTok tonight because I lent my laptop to my missus. I can't get onto TikTok. It's called BBB, Best Blame Ben. I was unlucky. I suppose I had 2-1, didn't I? And Sam had 2-2. Don't really blame anyone for predicting Coventry getting something, 10 wins in 12, but Sheffield United have been really worthy winners tonight, in my humble opinion. Not from on high, on my soapbox. Who said that, David? And there you have it. Frank Lampard and Chris Wilder shake hands. Frank will know his team well beaten tonight. Some clinical finishing from Sheffield United to get 2-0 up. Harmer and Campbell with the goals. Could have been 3 at half time, couldn't it? Campbell again. Into the second half, just excellent from Sheffield United. Sit in, shape, narrow, allowed the out ball to Mason Clark and defended it every time he came inside. Breakaway, make it 3-0 through Brewster. Happy days. Easy, easy, easy. 3-0. Consolation at the end. Jack Rudoni, but, they'll be annoyed they didn't get the clean sheet, but it's a really good win. And you could argue, is it Sheffield United's? No, they're going away to Burnley. We know that. But it's one of the trickier games remaining for Sheffield United. And they have ticked it off, meaning the Blades go top, 83. Leeds are 3 back on 80. They play Swansea at home tomorrow. Burnley are 5 back. They play Bristol City at home tomorrow. That is the state of play up at the top of the Championship. We had a long debate, didn't we? What will it take? 4 wins from 8 or 5 wins from 8? Which would be 95 points for both Sheffield United and Leeds if they can do it. We will find out. Sheffield United have laid the marker down. They have got off to a winning start in this last run of 8 games. Guys, as I said, I'm off to see my parents tomorrow. See my mum ahead of Mother's Day. We'll be back with the hot takes on Sunday morning. Really, thank you all for watching tonight. It's been brilliant. Thank you for all the super chats. I'm going to read or I'm going to click up all the lovely comments saying thank you as the outro music plays. Okay? So thank you all very, very much. And we will see you all on Sunday for the hot takes. Sheffield United 3, Coventry 1. Blades back to the top of the table. Night, everyone.